Welcome back, guys, to your dry delight. I don't know if I have the courage to go through this game. Now they demand me to voice act some embarrassing moans and gasps. I'm not I'm not good enough for that. I'm not a Japanese voice actor. They're gods. I'm just a guy trying my best doing just a student. I'm just trying to get through this game. Jesus, please enjoy your night. Jesus, you see, I'm not really a good voice actor. Loud music, Jesus, rushes over me in a wave. The familiar sea of dancers. Is it too loud? Hang on. It probably is. Yeah. The familiar sea of dancers, lights, and sparkling glasses. Ooh, this place is quite a scene, isn't it? Leslie murmurs at my side as we walk along, glancing around to speak. Probably as the time goes by, and Leslie's voice is a bit different. Jesus, I don't know. Hopefully it won't be, but I'm pretty sure it is. It is a little less crowded today. They must have known you're coming. Oh, low blow. What the hell was that low blow? Oh. As we weave our way to the bar, my attention's drawn to a group of familiar figures. Those sketchy guys from the other night, but it looks like there's more of them today. Is Mayor here today? I nudge Leslie's side and jerk my chin in their direction. He follows my subtle gesture, and eyes narrowing faintly. We exchange no words, but I can tell we're thinking the same thing. Those are Mayor's men. At the bar, Leslie orders us a couple drinks, just to keep up our appearances. We've got to find some way to ask about Earl, but we can't risk being too obvious about it. Oh, I forgot. Earl... Something happened to Earl. Jack! I suppose that's Mayor. You finally decide to show up, hmm? When a certain voice calls out over the music, I freeze. If that's who I think it is, then... Hey, lovely. I was terribly disappointed last night, Jack. The expensive bottle of honey Silvovitz I got for you was my sole conservation partner. This is a plum brandy produced in Eastern Europe. It was distilled in a large amount by Jewish communities in Poland. Communists, I almost read that. In Poland before World War II. While often very strong and bitter in its normal form, it is sometimes combined with honey to make it sweeter and less pungent. Sure enough, Mayor saunters up with his usual sly grin, leaning one arm against the bar. Oh? I see you brought a friend. Mayor turns his attention to Leslie, studying him for a few moments before offering a polite nod. Leslie does the same, sizing the other man up silently, but quickly breaks into a smile of his own. Oh hey. Probably I can ship you two together instead. You must be Mayor. Jack was just singing your praises, and you know, I can really see why. Singing my praises, was he? My gaze meets Mayor's, and he suggestively winks. Jesus, great, Leslie, thanks for encouraging him. And whom might I have the pleasure of meeting tonight? Leslie's the name. How do you do? Probably he's amazed by his suaviness. Is that a real word? Real word? Jesus, I can't speak. Something's happening to me. Wait, he's giving Mayor his real name? Is he planning something? He reached around to shake hands, each still wearing a confident smirk. How do you do? Would I be correct in assuming you're a public servant like Jack here, Mr. Leslie? You would be very correct. We met through work, actually. I see. Very interesting. There's something uncomfortable about this atmosphere. What exactly is going on? And you, Mayor, what do you do for work? Curious you should mention that. I consider myself a public servant as well. Oh my, what a coincidence. I had a feeling, really. The second I saw you, I thought to myself, here's a charitable man, all right? I knew it. You may not believe this, but I had the same reaction. That noble air you have, why, it speaks volumes about you. You strike me as a dutiful sort of fellow, and I respect that. Jesus, these two are so pretentious. You look at their eyes; they're basically battling against each other. No, something's definitely very wrong. There's no way either of them is being serious. In fact, it almost sounds like. Actually, Mira, I have a question for you. Pausing for a moment, Leslie glances up at the clock. It's only a quick look, but it seems deliberate. Of course, please, go on. You didn't happen to see a man around here the other night? Dark, shaggy hair, pointy nose, brown eyes, walk with a slight limp? Mayer brushes a hand through his hair, eyes slyly drifting to one side. It's very possible. That description sounds quite familiar. But you know, Mr. Leslie, information often comes with a price. Ooh, what price? At that instant. Ah! It's the cops! Ah! Ah! They got ya! The speakeasy door flies open and a small group of officers rush in. Screams echo through the parlor after the music cuts off, but the quickly goes silent. As the officers pull out their guns, the mafia types grab their own pieces, pointing them back at the officers, so I bet it's guns. Firearms, okay. Leslie, wait! Leslie, what? Richter, please. Leslie sharply raises a hand at me, and I fall quiet, stunned. This wasn't the plan we discussed. I thought we were supposed to wait for more information. Unless Leslie did this because he thought I'd be too soft on Mayer. Mayer. I suggest you cooperate with us, Eastman, and give us the agent's location. Mayer doesn't seem nearly as shocked as he should be. How can he be so calm? I had no idea this was going to happen. Did he? All right, I'll cooperate with you. But please, tell your men to lower their weapons. I'll do the same for mine. And then we can discuss things calmly, without threat of accidental bloodshed. Agreed? Leslie hesitates. There's a very strange degree of trust going on here, but I guess the sense that neither of them wants it to end in violence. I know Leslie hates hurting anyone, even criminals, and Mayer doesn't seem the type to enjoy it either. Understood. Both of them exchange looks and simultaneously nod at their men, who slowly, reluctantly lower their guns. The tension in the room eases a little bit, though it's still far from calm. Let me preface by saying your man is safe. He's being held in the back room, properly fed and watered, in fact. He's already gotten to know most of the men, a very likable fellow. That does sound like Earl. The guy can get along with just about anyone. Why did you capture him then? To use him as bait, naturally. Bait? Mayer nods, giving me a slightly apologetic smile, although he looks too pleased with himself about it. You see, after our friend Jack here showed up the other night, I was struck with an idea. I knew he was a detective before he so much as walked in the room. Your informant's working for me, so I decided to have a chat with him. Oh Jesus! Good that he didn't decide to kill me off by then. You mean back there? That was. Don't get me wrong, Richter. I was enjoying every second of it. Oh, okay. He knew who he was after all. But I've been looking for a way to work out an arrangement with the law in Cleveland for some time. You're a hard-headed sort here, let me tell you. He exhaled a breath between his teeth, gently shaking his head. Richter, however, I could tell he was made of something different, not so hell-bent on enforcing the Volstead Act, yet not just the type to be bought either. I was intrigued. So I thought I'd try to work out a deal, until he cruelly decided to leave me hanging, that is. Giving me my name was that you might call a backup plan. I knew he'd put it together soon enough, and come back when he did. Capturing your agent now, that was a little more spontaneous. A little foolish too, more than likely, but that's how I operate. His lips curl in a devil-may-care smile. Devil, really? Oh my god, what is wrong with me? Devil-may-care smirk, and he shrugs nonchalantly. You really had this all planned from the beginning? Wasn't it a huge risk? Of course, but a calculated one. Mayer casually waves one hand as if brushing away my disbelief. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I'd like to make big gambles, and most of the time they pay off. But I've done my research on your backgrounds, your past jobs. I knew you wouldn't simply raid my venue without showing a little of your hand first. So you could say the chips landed where I thought they might. It's suddenly all too clear how this man become a mafia leader. He's got the right mixture of planning, risk-taking, and charm, all wrapped up in one dangerous package. One dangerous package, if you know what I mean. Whew. I feel like a man who just got cheated out of his fortune at cards. Leslie rubs his cheek with a hand, blinking rapidly, as if to try to understand everything we just heard. I can't blame him. I knew Mayer was sharp, but I had no idea he'd planned everything out ahead of time. Well, he's a mafia leader. Don't underestimate him. I'll admit, despite the fact that your methods are incredibly questionable, you've made me curious. You've mentioned a deal, didn't you? What kind of deal are we talking about here? Leslie. To my surprise, Leslie cautiously questions Mayer, one eyebrow slightly raised. I was expecting him to be furious, but instead, he sounds more impressed than anything. Ah, I was hoping you'd ask that. Why don't we discuss matters privately on neutral ground? I'll even let you pick the spot. All of us is armed, with a few of our men waiting outside. I don't know. A moment, if you don't mind. Leslie grabs my sleeves and pulls me aside a little, leaning up to whisper in my ear. You really trust him enough for this? Normally I'd say it's suicide, but this Mayer, he's not like any other man I've ever met. It's like talking to the chief of a big corporation, not a mafia leader. He scratches his head, clearly baffled. It's not like I can blame him. I felt the same way when I first met Mayer the other night. I don't think he means us any harm, boss. He's still a gangster, obviously, but I think he really wants to work out a deal. All of this would be way too much trouble otherwise. And honestly, I'd like to hear what he has to say. I thought exactly. You think we should hear him out then? After a brief moment of hesitation, I nod. We were playing with fire here, and we both know it, but that's nothing new for us. If you don't mind me saying, Mr. Leslie, I gather you're the type to take precautions. Mayer pipes up airily, and we both glance towards him. Should the two of you not show up in perfect health tomorrow, I'm certain I'll have a big hassle on my hands, and that's not what I want, I assure you. You really did do your research, didn't you? It's a favorite hobby of mine. Jesus, I thought that was Leslie. Sorry. So that means you know what size under what? So that you mean what? So that means you know what size underwear Richter wears. Oh, boss! I'm afraid you'll have to barter for that information. Oh, you drive a hard bargain, do you? I like that. Jesus. Probably medium, if I have to guess. I feel like my only ally just switched his color. Great, just great. Jesus, these two guys are too sly for my likings. Because I'm not really a smart guy in real life. After a little more discussion, the three of us settle on a hotel room for our meeting spot. Ooh, something's going hot in here. The unfortunate patrons who had to witness all that, well, they're sent home and promised free drinks after when they come back. In this day and age, that's probably enough to risk being shot. Once that mess is sorted out, the three of us head to the hotel with our respective men. Jesus, I can't even begin to imagine how tonight will end. But I have to hope for the best. I can't read. I don't know why. My senior partner, to continue the story. Pick different choices and play through Mayor's route. Both routes lead to one ending, but you'll need to understand both sides of story. Back to first choice. Unless both sides wins, no agreement can be permanent. What the hell? This is a good place to end, sir? Hello? Okay, we're here. Let me clear out my throat for a little bit. Okay, hurtful remarks aside, it sounds like you're all prepared. We'll meet back here tomorrow morning to trade reports, drink coffee, and eat donuts. What? Are we back in time? Is it my imagination, or is he drooling little? Ah, and decide our next plan of action, of course. Understood? Loud and clear, boss. I give him a lazy salute before turning towards the door, smoothing out my vest. Richter? Have we read this? Please be careful. Watch yourself. Blah, 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 blah. 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 Yeah, we've read this. Blah, blah, blah. Spit it out. How about that? I spray my drink all over the man next to me. Hey, what's the big idea, you yutz? Yutz. Yutz is a Yiddish word that refers to an idiotic jerk or annoying person. Sorry. Jesus, that's bad. What does Ed do in his bathtub? Actually, I don't want the answer to that. As I hold my glass of... Oh, I think we've read that. How about this? Well, to be honest, one of Ed's special is about all the Ed I can take. Is that so? You seem like someone who can take quite a bit more. I think you're just being humble. No, really, I like my tongue too much to put in through more of Satan's mouthwash. Okay, I think we've Yep, we've read this. Jesus. How about whiskey? What happened? Whiskey, of course. Do I like a guy? Do I look like a guy who'd drink anything else? You didn't seem to have much trouble with the other drinks you've enjoyed tonight. That's because you're distracting me. Really? Am I that captivating? You were practically holding me captive from the start, so yes? He lets out a low chuckle, shaking his head. There's something charming about his laugh. Maybe the way it comes from deep in his chest, gentle but resonant. Whiskey it is, then, and only the best kind, as I don't know how to read that. Is a Yiddish term that literally means man, but can be used to refer women as well. It is a compliment used to describe someone who's honorable and compassionate. I'll make sure to take excellent care of both of you and your fine path. Okay, we've read this. Seems important. Oh, we haven't read this. I think he's important. Maybe a spy. Maybe assassin. Not sure. Important. Why do you think he was talking to you? Beats me. Maybe he just wanted a drinking partner. Leslie drums his finger on his desk, frowning thoughtfully. He didn't see through your cover? Sure didn't act like it. If he did, and I'm still alive, right? Fair point. Maybe your lying skills really have improved. His chair squeaks and blah 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 blah. Oh, I haven't... And I just cleaned the mud off it yesterday too. So he is important, maybe part of the mafia. But he didn't bump you off. To bump off is a slang for to kill. It is thought to have its root in early underworld criminal slang, likely coined in the early 20th century. Jesus, what the hell is happening to me? What do you mean? What do you plan to do about him? I was getting to that. Oh, I'm listening. He gestures for me to continue. Mayor offered me a deal for information. Have we read this? Yeah, we did. Blah blah blah. Let's fly. Mingle with party goers. Let's try this. I might pick up some useful tidbits if I get closer to the guests. They sure sound chatty. Wine'll do that to you. Stuffing my hands in my pockets, I casually stroll by a couple standing near the fireplace, tuning into their conversation. Drunk man. Well, 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 aren't you always just the prettiest little doll in a dress? Trying to sweet talk like me? No, I'm just telling the truth. You remind me of the vamp, just a little wider, that's all. The vamp. One of the earliest movies' sex symbol was a silent movie, actress named Thedra Bara. He earned her nickname the Vamp from playing a score of sexually predatory femme fatale roles. I don't know how do you read that. What? How dare you? Get lost, I'm through with you, you cad! What a charmer. Reminds me of my own lack of love life. It's tough to find the time, let alone dame who seems worth chasing. Love's just too hard to worry about, isn't it? Especially since I've got my hands full with Leslie. Oh, God only knows how could I look after someone else too. I do get a little lonely now and then, but I guess that's just part of the job. Wait, what am I standing around brooding for? Damn it, I didn't come here to feel sorry for myself. I can do that at home. Oh, sighing to myself, I turn around and start scoping out a more promising group to join. Richter! I think we've we've read this. Is this kissing stuff again? Blah 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 blah. How adorable you are! How adorable you can be sometimes. Sleeping, spinning in your chair, stuffing your face with cake. Oh, Christ! Did those words actually just come out of my mouth? I haven't had a single drink tonight, so there's no excuse, none at all. God rest my soul. Oh, so you finally noticed. It's about time. I was preparing drastic measure to get your attention. Drastic measure... They're not important now, though, since apparently I've won you over after all. He cackles, obviously pleased with himself. Ugh, this is why I shouldn't give compliments. Give me compliments, and then give me compliments. Oi, Richter. Okay, I read this, okay. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, lo, lo, lo. Lo, 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 lo. I can't believe that this game is so short. It's just that you're drunk, boss, so I guess I feel kinda guilty, kissing you like that when you probably didn't know what you were doing. Oh, is that the problem? Trust me, I knew exactly what I was doing. I'm completely sober right now, so if you'd like, I can do it again. No, I believe you. Leslie snickers at my hasty response, back to normal smug self. Okay, we've read this again. Let's rush through this. The expensive bottle of whiskey I got for you was my sole conversation partner. Sure enough, Mayor Saunders... Blah. Okay. The screams. Don't worry, I've got this. I feel like a kid trying to get permission to leave home. He does know I've done other undercover missions, right? No need to worry about me, boss. This may come as a surprise, but I can tie my own shoes too. Oh, you've been letting me tie them so I wouldn't get my feelings hurt. Richter, I'm touched. He flashes me a playful grin, although it doesn't do much to mask the concern still in his voice. I know him well enough by now to see through his mask, for better or worse. Unless there's anything else important, boss, I'm going to head out. Blah blah blah. Swallow. Any better stuff? Let's try to find something important in here, at least for this episode. I can't believe this ends in 3 or 4 episodes. Blah 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 blah. This time let's go with Fool Mayor, probably. I'm not sure how do you do it. Oh, something new? As much as I hate to disappoint Leslie, my instincts are telling me the speakeasy's worth a gamble. It's a risk, no doubt about here, but one I feel I have to take. Shifting out of my chair, I approach Leslie's desk and lean over it, giving him a firm look to show my conviction. Sorry, boss. I'm gonna try my luck with Mayor. There's a lead there, I just know it. Like I expected, Leslie doesn't look too thrilled by my choice. But true to his word, he soon lets out a good-natured sigh. Heartlessly leaving your partner in the dust? So this is what it's come to, eh? Fine, I'll just enjoy the free party food myself. Not even going to bring me back a sandwich? Ask your new friend for one. Why did I sound like a British lady? I don't know. Leslie huffs, and I snicker at his playful sulkiness, although I have to wonder if a little bit of it isn't genuine. Alright. But if you go, promise me you'll station a few officers near the speakeasy, just in case something goes wrong. You'll never know when trouble might pop up. Jesus. Yeah, that's fair. I'll make the calls this morning. Good boy. Then I won't worry. Well, I'll worry less about you. He reaches out to ruffle my hair. Luckily, it was already messy, so he can't inflict more damage. Now, let's cannonball to that stack of paperwork. Been looking forward to it all morning. Okay. We spent the rest of the day doing blah blah blah. It doesn't exactly put me at ease for when I leave the office heading towards Little Italy to pick up Mayor's cake. I keep picturing his face, and my mind wanders to how he might react when I hand this to him. Will it really make him happy? Aside from those distracting thoughts, though, my bakery trip is an uneventful one. Prized cargo in hand, I end up at the speakeasy just as night settling in. Okay, probably this is a good place to end here because I feel like there is something new here. Hope you guys enjoy this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully this would be a bit longer than I expected. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.